Greetings, one and all. This is Lloyd Brown. Welcome, social media family, to my vlog with the legend that is Mr. Michael Gordon. So we had to jump cut right there, but once it goes around 16 minutes, it starts splitting up, and I ain't got no time to be editing none of this. I just want to upload it and give it
straight up,
straight, no chaser. So on the last episode, Michael was talking about the first single that they dropped, which was called, what was it called again?
Mystically Cooler Fear.
Mystically Cooler Fear. It just sounds cool to me. And then the follow-up was How Could I Let You Get Away?
Yeah.
Which is, which for me, I've got to say, Michael, I've got to thank you for making them tune there slow.
Bubblers won't thank you, though. Bubblers, Bubblers, we're talking about the great Bubblers from Rough Cut, producer, keyboardist extraordinaire.
Yeah.
He would say, me would like them tuning, but them so slow. Why would they so slow, right? And I said, Bubblers, I don't know, right? And even to the point where I thought, you know what? I just thought them songs were rubbish.
See.
Because it was so close, and I just thought, that same slow thing with my top boy, right, used to really pee me off, right? Because that's how Colin wanted it, right? So it's like, and Bubblers always said, yeah, I said, I'm trying to get into, even though I know the tune nice, but I'm trying to get into, why did you make them so slow? Because it wasn't down to me, right? It wasn't down to me. But anyway, I was on the road to discovery, and I'm listening to this album from Heatwave and Mr. Johnny Wilder's voice.
Yeah.
Incredibly angelic voice. Indelible. I mean, mind-blowing decisions and always and forever.
Yeah.
Always and forever. What a tune.
Yeah.
It could never even attempt to sing it. Right?
Yeah.
And these harmonies that were washing over me. How the hell is that done? How did you get your voice like that? Because remember, I knew nothing about recording in terms of the in-depths of recording and the rudiments and how you really go into it.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who explained something to me, but somebody did, because I was so intrigued that I had to go and inquire. And it could have been Dennis Bavell. It could have been. But I know I did ask someone of experience and prominence, and they said to me it's called multi-tracking. I said, what the hell's that? He goes, well, you can sing, right? I think so. I'm learning.
Yeah.
He goes, right. Imagine you go in the studio and you go, ah. I says, yeah. He goes, you do that again.
Yeah.
Ah. And you might do that 5, 6, depending on what the producer wants. So you'd sing that one note, ah. And can you think of that? And I goes, yeah. He goes, so if you sing that one note, say 10 times, it's gonna sound richer, innit? I goes, yeah, it would do, innit? So if you sing the harmony to it, and you do that and multi-track it, and then it was a eureka moment. Light bulbs switched on, innit?
Yeah.
Many lights.
The whole grid.
The whole, you know what I'm saying? It could power the whole up. You know what I'm saying? Doing them lights. Damn. Oh. But I didn't get the opportunity to do that or start doing that until later on.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't required. Or man was like, what are you doing? It's like, no, just sing the one. Because we used to sing harmonies together, innit? So it would be like, before Lorenzo joined, so it was like me, Reg, and who else? I think it was just me and Reg, actually.
Right, so you basically sing the harmonies to one track?
Yes.
Wow.
Back in the day.
Okay.
Like more like old school.
Okay.
Yeah, old school days. You remember back in the day, like even a 4-track.
Yeah.
Harmony section, rhythm section, lead singer, one time.
Yeah.
And you had to be on point. Because one person mess up that is not good enough, yeah, you're gonna be basically cheesing up a whole lot of people. So you gotta do it again, and then because man have our 20 tune for record that did it. So our 2-3 album.
Yeah.
It's not like now, we're lazy. Yeah. And we know, I understand that, but we work with the technology.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I get that, yeah. So it was like multi-tracking.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. And then I started to get some kind of real semblance and idea of what this thing is all about. Because remember, I started right down there, so
yeah,
I had no nurturing with that. until Colin got me involved in this band. But even in that process, because they hadn't recorded before either, everyone was learning. But it was my job to deal with my voice and write lyrics and.
So let me stick a pin right there. So when you recorded that quintessential song, right? And then you recorded "How Can I Let You Get Away." Was the band called Investigators when you recorded the first song?
Yes.
So okay, so was it a case where you walked into the Investigators?
Yes. No, we didn't. I didn't walk into Investigators. The band became. We all picked the name Investigators.
Right. Okay.
So when Colin decided to disband, because there was a couple of people that he kicked out of this group that he was in.
Okay.
Because there was a lead singer and somebody else walked as well. So basically, Investigators are made up of brothers and cousins.
Right.
So Reg Graham and Leroy Graham, the original bass players, they were brothers. Tony Christie was the drummer. Martin Christie played Melodica, who passed away. They were brothers.
Okay.
And between them, they were cousins.
Right.
Yeah. And then Lorenzo and I were the outsiders in a sense.
Oh, right.
But Lorenzo and I are cousins as in brethren, but because that's the first family I met.
See.
When my dad brought me to England. First I met him, yeah?
Oh, okay.
So we were kind of like, became tight like that.
Yeah.
So they were brothers and cousins. But when Colin decided to get me involved, is when we decided to name the band Investigators.
Okay.
And then Lorenzo joined later, because we were looking for somebody else to do.
How later?
Months later. Months later.
Oh, okay.
Literally, because we decided that we wanted another harmony, another singing voice.
So at that time, there was no. I mean, there was no other recordings. There was no other recordings out at that point. I mean,
no.
Okay, so it was just those two recordings.
Yeah, and Lorenzo and I when I used to go down to his mum's house in Wandsworth, we used to mess about and sing on the stairs and stuff like that. And I remembered his voice. So when Colin said to me, "Yeah, we need somebody else," you know anybody, mate? I instantly thought of him. I came down for a little thing, and he was in.
Right.
So that's how Lorenzo came in.
Okay,
but we actually picked the name Investigators out of a hat.
Yeah. So basically, from How Could I Let You Get Away, Investigators were basically off the blocks at that point.
Yeah.
And were sprinting.
Yeah.
So okay, so how many units did that tune sell?
I'm not sure, but I don't think it's kind of ironic that you should ask it. I don't think it sold like what the first one did.
Right.
Which is weird. But I think it sold over a longer period of time.
So it's safe to say that How Can I Let You Get Away was more of an airplay hit for you.
Yes.
Than the other tune.
Absolutely, because the other one wasn't played. That was just bought. That was distributed in shops, because remember, there's loads of shops back then.
Wow, that's ironic, man.
So there's loads of shops back then.
Yeah.
And they just took it around and distributed like that.
Okay.
And over the course of several months, sold loads of it.
Right.
But How Can I Let You Get Away got some form of airplay on like Radio London and
so that was
back in the day of Roddigan and Tony Williams being on Radio London, was it?
Oh, yeah, he was with Radio London.
Yeah.
So
remember they used to present the show together?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So, okay.
And of course, he got played on sound systems. So, certain sound system pick up, because when Spy heard that one, he liked it.
Yeah.
So by him playing it and other people hearing it, they wanted a copy.
Right.
So the sound system became involved with that track. Where with the first one, you know what I'm saying? It was just through the shops.
So basically, I mean, it's common knowledge amongst us who grew up in that era that sound systems for us was basically the barometer. Whether that
was the notice board.
Yeah, whether you were in a group or you was a singer or you was a DJ, it's like the popularity that was basically set was literally from the needle to the record. You know what I'm saying? And and that was like the X factor of our day. And
that was my grounding even as a youth. Like I said, as a child in Jamaica, lying in my bed, and listening to the music in the distance. That was it. That was the not notice board, because we didn't have no other outlets. You know what I mean? Nobody was signed, back in them day, or that came later on. Right. Where record companies picked up on reggae and reggae artists, especially UK artists. You know what I'm saying? So, sound systems was, we owe amazing depth
Yeah.
to sound system
Yeah, yeah.
before things changed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this was the period which was incredibly grounding for me. And this was the time when the whole thing started to come together in terms of the writing, realizing that I could put lyrics together and it made sense.
Yeah.
Because we kind of all chipped in with the first one, even though I kind of wrote most of it, and then the guys were saying, yeah, it's all right, Mick, you make sense. You say you love me, but I don't, right? Then the next song was a cover version, like I said, How Could I Let You Get Away? So the next tune was Turn Out the Lights.
Okay.
Turn Out the Lights.
So that was an original tune, right?
That was an original tune.
Okay, so
Self-penned by myself.
Pop Pickers. we're gonna give you a taste of that right now. Give me a phone number. Get your coat love with your phone.
Well, the man's not even a great artist, he's a great interviewer as well, because you had that shit. And you know what's coming?
Hey,
Rockstone, okay. Yeah, this was true. Memory. Sounded about 10.
it's like where was you when you heard this tune for the first time? In fact, where was you when you was rubbing this tune for the first time? And you know there's always a point in the tune where it gets more intense. And I'm going to tell you where that point is.
Okay.
So if you're rubbing like this and you guys... What is?
I'm not going to do none of this. It's brilliant.
That, ladies and gentlemen, would be the point in question. And he knows what I'm talking about.
I got a clue what you're talking about.
I know. Right, so basically, this was the follow-up to How Could I Let You Get Away?
Yeah.
So what was... Obviously, it was a hit.
It was a hit, as in it wasn't instant again.
Right.
It wasn't instant.
See.
It over a period of months, many months.
Right.
But this was the song that said to me, actually, Mike, I think you can do this, you know, because it was just, even though all the components weren't exactly to how we wanted it,
Right.
because again, that's experience and whatever. But in terms of that, the layout and the approach, the format, having a beginning, middle, and end, it all made sense. And my voice sounded different.
Right.
From the previous two recordings. And I thought, hang on a minute, something's happening there. Yeah, I actually started to take on board what Colin was telling me all the time, all the few years back.
Right.
It made sense then.
Right.
Right, because even until that point, I was still paddling about in the water there, innit? Like, but I actually wrote those lyrics out myself.
Let me stick a pin in relation to songwriting. So at that point,
Right.
when you was writing your original stuff,
Right.
who basically stuck out for you in terms of the songs that were written and indeed performed, made by those artists? Which, in fact, what songs done it for you in terms of the songwriting?
Right. When I first heard, I can't remember if that was before, but when I first heard No Woman No Cry,
Okay.
I was like completely blown away. Completely blown away.
Right.
Because No Woman No Cry basically described boyhood, childhood. Boyhood growing up.
Yeah.
Right? A man speaks about, I remember when we used to sit in the church government yard in Church
Right.
Street. You understand?
Right.
And that takes me right back to Jamaica when I was growing up,
exactly.
right? Because what Bob did there in 3.5 minutes was just incredible, right? And to me, that was genius. I have not heard a greater song, personally. And I've got many, many recordings, hundreds, but I have not heard a greater recording that actually explains that
Fair.
in that manner. Now, another songwriter might tell you the same thing, but go around the houses.
Right.
Bob basically explained that in 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's genius. Whether he, wittingly or unwittingly, that's genius. If you can rhyme porridge and carriage, and make it make bloody sense, you have to be genius. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And we're going to stop it right there because your songwriting from then on within Investigators, it's something that we really have to get, we have to get into the meat and potatoes or the tofu and couscous if you're a vegetarian, right? But we're going to get deeper into that because that's my bag.
Okay.
That's my
Yes,
bag.
Mr.
Songwriting is my bag.
know.
So we're gonna give it the episode it truly deserves. So we're gonna sign off for now, and we'll be forward in the next episode. So people
Peace
stay
out.
blessed. We're soon forward.
Peace.